This man suddenly realized that the cargo he had been transporting was actually a woman. Just moments ago, he had been delivering goods like he always did. But halfway through the drive, a tire unexpectedly burst. He had no choice but to pull over and change it. When he opened the trunk, he noticed that this time, the cargo was moving. To stick to his rules, he didn't open the package. He simply took out the spare tire, replaced the flat one, and continued on his way. But the man couldn't ignore the situation for long. He pulled over onto a remote road and finally opened the bag only to find a woman inside. Her wide eyes stared back at him. The man pulled out a knife, slit a small hole in the tape, and let her drink a little water. But before she could finish, he took the water away. Despite her resistance, he stuffed her back into the bag, shut the trunk, and continued driving toward the drop-off point. He hadn't gone far when he heard sounds of struggling. The woman needed to use the bathroom. Not wanting her to relieve herself in his car, the man tied a rope around her neck and let her handle it quickly. But a long time passed, and she still hadn't returned. Worried, the man went to check only to discover she was gone. At that moment, the woman was running desperately through the woods. She slipped down a slope and had just gotten up when the man caught her again. This time, he showed no mercy. He gagged her and threw her over his shoulder, heading back to the car. But just then, two patrolling officers appeared, and the atmosphere grew tense. Without hesitation, the man threw the woman aside and charged at the officers. In just a few swift moves, he knocked both of them out. Not wanting any more trouble, the man drove straight to the handoff location without stopping again. He delivered the woman, and the client paid him as promised. As the man was about to leave, the client asked him to deliver one more package. It was just a locked case, so the man quickly agreed. After taking the deposit, he drove away with the case. What he didn't expect was that this job nearly cost him his life. After grabbing a meal at a rest stop, he got back in his car, ready to leave. Just then, the vehicle exploded. The man realized the client had tried to kill him to cover up the crime. Furious, he went after them. Meanwhile, the client's bodyguards were playing cards when the doorbell rang. The man kicked the door open. The three guards raised their guns, but the man used the door as a shield, disarmed them, and took them out with a few quick shots. Hearing the commotion, more men rushed over to ambush him, but the man countered with a clean side kick and finished the fight with ease. Still unable to find the client, the enraged man went to the parking garage. He drove away in the client's luxury car as compensation. What he didn't see was the woman he had once transported slowly peeking her head out from the back seat.